Yeah, tell me what you're doing there.
So what we're showing here is contact players user interface with 6 instances of this particular C3 organ loaded here for mono mode. So we have 6 channels of MIDI data going in and 6 instances of that instrument to be able to have mono mode. Over here we're showing our patch parameters, which are specific to each patch. You can select mono mode and poly mode. You can adjust the touch sensitivity and optimize it for pick or finger style. There's even sustained pedal modes that you can turn on and off. And then this is a dynamic offset adjustment as well as dynamic sensitivity to customize to your playing and for that particular patch. There's also pitch bend or quantize mode where you can have that on or off. For a piano you want it off typically. There's auto and trigger as well to fine tune your pitch sensitivity and pitch settings.
Very nice.
Yeah, thank you.
And I know you've got, you know, you can do your splits.
Let me see.
Yeah, go ahead, yeah.
So of course you need mono mode to be able to do splits, and I can show you a patch here that has splits.
It's a bass organ set, and then the upper strings is a piano, like a Fender Rose type sound, and then I can play those together like this.
So now you can see right here in our text description of the patch, the name of the patch, acoustic piano and bass. We're just loading the VIs.
Yeah.
So the acoustic piano is synth 1, and the bass is synth 2. Down here on the fretboard, we actually show you where the splits are, and I can show you how you can adjust those in a minute.
Sure.
And then here we have our mini DAW where you manage the virtual guitar rig, the different synths, and you can have up to 4 simultaneous synths.
That's great.
With fret split or with string split.
String volume pan right there from this interface right
exactly.
here.
It's very cool to pan one instrument to the left, one to the right.
Yeah.
Now this is how we show our splits here, and they're very, very easy and intuitive to adjust the splits. You simply drag your splits to where you want them, and just drop them where you want them. It's that simple. I can have it only on part of the fretboard if I'd like. It's very easy to make adjustments, so that's basically TriplePlay User Interface.
That's amazing.
Under here we can go into, you know, we've seen this interface on the last session. I'll show you Sample Tank. This is made with Sample Tank as well as Contact input patch.
Right.
So you can see how that works.
Thank you. But you know, it's not just
pretty easy and intuitive, but quite powerful as well.
Yeah.
Because you can lay down
do you have like nitty-gritty MIDI commands or anything like that? Can you send more than just MIDI notes and various different things? I've seen some interfaces where the notes, and then occasionally they make, well, it sends a program change every time I hit the, you know, the 21st fret of the high E string or something like that.
Right.
Things like that.
Yeah, Burr is doing that in his demos. You can have specific notes, trigger specific samples.
Okay, that's cool.
We have a lot of interest within kind of the electronic music DJ type market. Sure. Where they're going to want to only use this as a sampler practically. They want it to be guitar players possibly, which is kind of funny, but there's interest there.
Sure. Will there be a bass version at all, or not in the cards yet?
Absolutely. We've had a lot of interest. Even Victor Wood was asking for it, so absolutely. And of course, our founder Larry Fishman is a bass player, upright bass player. So.
How about a BISO OEM version for $6? I noticed at the Godin booth you have something going on there.
Absolutely. Godin is just showing the magnetic solution right now as OEM. Right. Our OEM module actually has a provision to take an additional circuit board, which does a piezo. And of course, we're very famous for piezo under saddle. We make tunematic in several different styles of tremolo and so on. So we have a lot of interest on the piezo side as well. It's actually a very clean way to go because you don't see the magnetic pickup. So yes, we have piezo solutions on the roadmap, and our OEM module already supports it.
How about the floor unit that's supposed to provide a 5-pin MIDI output possibly?
Right, that's on the roadmap as well. I don't want to talk too much about future product, but for performers, obviously you can use standard MIDI foot pedals, foot switches, and expression pedals. The product's fully MIDI compliant. We document all the MIDI commands in the documentation, but we do see a potential for a performer type product as well to supplement TriplePlay.
Now, every day I deal with questions from people who just don't get it, and I understand there really is no physical path in the cards for audio transmission, wireless, or even 13-pin output, so I could drive my Roland G99 or something like that. It's really not in the cards.
We're really not looking to provide 13-pin compatibility. We feel we have a great solution already.
Sure.
And it's really a different ecosystem anyway. It's a completely different system, but we have had that questioning quite a bit. But,
and I've seen a couple of different last-minute changes. The hex pickup, some have this new bulbous thing at the end, and earlier ones didn't. Will there be several available, or are you frozen on one type or the other? Or?
The pickup solution that we have right now, we really wanted to make the product easy to install and remove from your guitar, and
sure.
we'll make available the installation kit, so that buyers, if they have multiple guitars they want to use the product on, they can simply buy the installation kit and put it on a second guitar. And it's very easy to move it from one guitar to another. So some of the details of how the mechanical installation of the pickup works require that additional mechanical area on the side there, how it slides in and locks. There's now screw adjustments to fine-tune the height of the pickup and optimize it for your guitar.
And I can respect the idea of having the software bundle at the last minute and everything like that, but is there any room for selling it without the software at all, or just really, I know that that's a real marketing business executive decision as to why that is in place.
We really haven't talked about that. I mean, the product comes with a very nice bundle. It's at a very good value. So we really don't see a need for a product without the bundle. I mean, obviously, the only reason somebody would want to buy it without the bundle is hoping to get a lower price. But no, the product is going to be shipped how it is.
Yeah. So the bottom line is you're hoping like March time frame, people can buy the kit as we know it.
Yes.
I saw some images on the Sweetwater side of it on a Stratocaster, so I take it the Strat and it has Les Paul capability. One thing I've noticed from measuring, looking at things, it looks like the pedigree of the hex pickup is closer to the old Yamaha G1D Axon X101 as far as the 12-inch radius, a little flatter, a little tighter string, which I prefer being a Gibson player.
Yes.
Which is unique and different from the 7.5-inch radius and the wider string space you get the Roland GK3.
Yeah, they're a lot less prominent, I think, the smaller neck radius. So
yeah.
we went with what we're seeing more prominently.
Sure.
And back to the software bundle for a minute.
Yeah, go ahead.
Our product really is aimed at a very wide market, and to get the volumes we're looking for, we wanted a product that was very approachable and very easy for a new user, somebody new to the computer environment, the digital music production environment. So we really give you an all-inclusive solution. More advanced MIDI guitar players may not utilize all of the software that we offer, but I think it's a good balance that we've struck.
And what is the final software bundle? Go ahead and run down, please.
So the final software bundle includes Native Instruments Contact Elements, which is a nice sampler of various products that Native Instruments makes, Reactor, Contact Player, and so on. Sample Tank XT, once again it's a sampler of some of the Sample Tank sounds. And then we also include Guitar Rig and Amplitude VGRs. And the reason we include a VGR, it's a little counterintuitive at first, but you'll notice here that there's actually a channel strip for your VGR sound.
Amazing.
And we do that because some of your patches may want to have a particular distortion guitar sound that goes nice with a Hammond B3 or
exactly. Right.
And that can all be saved as one preset. Now obviously our software runs as a standalone, and we host VGRs and VIs, VSDs.
So obviously you had a MIDI phone controller and you sound and MIDI program change, patch change, MIDI seats, like a nap into a wah-wah effects depth or something like that if you had the amplitude going on. It's
exactly.
There's no restrictions of anything that those software are capable of.
The VGR will follow the patch changes as well.
Right.
I was about to say that it runs as a standalone or a plug-in, so obviously it can be used within a DAW. We do ship it, the bundle, by the way, there's a couple more. We ship it with FreeSonus Studio One, a special version we work together on to support a 6-channel mono mode plug-in, and they've been great to work with, as well as fantastic notation software from Notion Music. I think it's been fun to watch people's reaction, people that have played guitar all their lives, and to see real real-time notation in tab and in traditional, they're blown away. And quite frankly, there's many very traditional electric guitar players that are not maybe interested in virtual instruments and so on. But when they hear about the notation, that alone makes the product compelling enough for them to want to purchase it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And instead of doing some U-Rock guitar thing that's like an alien plastic thing, it's like, no, I can play my real guitar, the one I'm it's my A-axe, I can put it on and there I go.
You got it. You play your traditional guitar without modifying how it plays in any way. You know, it's totally non-invasive.
I have to hand it to Andres Soleil for his background representation. I played it quite a bit. I had zero glitching whatsoever. I would say that maybe on the low E, I experienced this. Maybe, okay, it's slightly delayed, but hey, I think any musician worth their salt knows that I'd rather have a slight delay and know that I got an accurate pitch that's coming out versus, well, it did a lot of errors really fast, you know? You know?
Yeah.
That's always the trade-off.
Yeah, and I think Burr does a fantastic job of demonstrating what the product can do.
Well, I could see that even I'm capable of replicating some of this stuff, as opposed to, no, I got my hand-picked guy that can really make that thing fly without making any false notes. But I can see the software is very robust, and it's got a good tight algorithm for pitch chance, more or less recognition. It's just amazing.
You know, that's a very good point. A lot of traditional MIDI guitar products required extremely clean playing, very clean fretting of notes and so on.
Yes.
And to make this product have more of a broad appeal, we worked very hard to make the product work with nearly any kind of guitar player, novice, beginner, whatever. It took a little extra work to make the product work with different playing styles, but I think we've achieved a good balance.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. I'm talking to Andy Lewis of Fishman here. Thank you here at the booth. We're carrying